Party's Over. Let's take a listen, guys. Yeah.
傘もささずに佇む君羽目に打たれりゃ寒かろに Got you out of my head, got you out of my bed, got you out of my life 後には引けない前にも引けない佇むしかないのさイカれ来る君を見て Like a shark in the water when I'm bleeding Second chances when we're dancing with the stars. Don't be afraid, say it to my face. Karma's at the door, get out of my house, the party's over. 人の傘に隠れてしゃばる君化けの皮が遮切なカロニーイカれ来る君を見て Like a shark in the water when I'm bleeding Don't play with matches, you covered in gas If I'm in the shadows, who's watching your back? I'm under attack, you're under attack There's nowhere left to hide I can't replace time we waste Giving second chances when we're dancing with the stakes Don't be fake, say it to my face Karma's at the door, get out of my house, the party's over I can't replace time we waste Giving second chances when we're dancing with the stakes Don't be fake, say it to my face Karma's at the door, get out of my house, the party's over Karma's at the door, get out of my house, the party's over
Woo. Yeah. The fifth song, Party's Over. This I've not heard before. So, I mean, safe to say this is like my first time, checking it out. And I absolutely loved it. Honestly, this track really, really hits differently. I mean that in the best way possible. I mean, right from the opening, you can feel that signature energy, Taka, brings, with his vocals. There's also a raw emotion, in his delivery that immediately draws you in. The song has this punchy, rock-driven vibe, but I mean, it's not just, about the instruments, it's about the message, behind it. Lyrically, it feels like a moment, of clarity and a finality. The chorus, get out of my house, the party's over, really, really, lands. It's that feeling of finally putting your foot down, setting boundaries and moving on from something, or someone that's been, draining. That's been draining you. I love how Taka's in the vocals, shifts from almost restrained frustration, in the verses to full-on release, in the chorus. It's really, really cinematic, in a way. Yeah. Musically, the guitars, the rhythm section really, really hits hard without being overwhelming. I really, really appreciate, the balance here. I mean, it definitely keeps the song driving forward while still giving the vocals space to actually shine. There is also a modern rock polish to the production, but it doesn't feel overproduced. It still has that authentic one OK rock type of feel. What stood out most to me is how concise and direct the song is. At under 3 minutes, it's punchy, it's impactful, no fluff, just straight to the point in emotion. And energy. I also noticed some subtle hooks, in the instrumentation that I feel like can make it stick in your head, even after it's over. So yeah, after listening to the song overall, Party's Over to me, feels like a personal anthem for anyone, who's had enough and is ready to actually move on. I love the fact that it's energetic. I love the fact that it's energetic. Love the fact that it's emotional. And honestly, very, very relatable. So yeah, if you're a fan of Run OK Rock's mix of rock energy and a bit of emotional storytelling, this is definitely the track that you need to check out. So for my final thoughts, listening to this song, I love the powerful vocals, the tight rock instrumentation, emotional and relatable lyrics. And this song really, really leaves me both energized and a little introspective. The perfect combination for a One OK Rock track. I'm also very, very curious. What do you guys think the party represents? Please let me know down the comment section.